Hello from Hennepin County 4-H Youth Development. I'm Amy Kalura, 4-H Extension Educator, and I'll be co-presenting with my fellow educators, Alyssa Woodard and Amy Mondel. Today, we are proud to be presenting our 2022 Impact Report through highlights and stories of how our program is helping youth thrive. Following this presentation today, we'd love to hear from you. Please scan the QR code or follow the link listed to share your thoughts and reactions to our stories. It will also be shared at the end of this presentation. Minnesota 4-H reaches more than 40,500 youth around the state, a 57% increase from 2021. Our 7,000 plus volunteers allow us to deliver youth development programs that allow youth to learn more about their sparks. 4-H is also thriving in Hennepin County. Last year, we had 667 youth participate in 4-H, a 48% increase from the previous year. Within our school grades, we had 65% from elementary school, 18% from middle, and 14% were high school students. And over 60% of our youth participants are from BIPOC communities, which exceeds racial parity in Hennepin County. And youth are participating in our program in a variety of and multiple ways. Over half of our youth participated in clubs led by volunteers and partner organizations. About a third of our youth participate through school programming, through Minneapolis Community Education. Over 100 youth participate in our summer camp programs, and 34 youth participate in our high-level leadership positions. And within our program, within this county, there are many opportunities for them to be involved in, including our 15 community-based and project clubs, 5 clubs based through partnerships, 4 different leadership groups, and 3 different summer camp programs. And our 159 volunteers allow us to deliver youth development programs that allow youth to learn more about those sparks.
Hennepin County investment in 4-H was leveraged to secure additional funding from the Hennepin County Green Partners Program and the USDA Agriculture Food Research Institute on the Growing Global Agriculturalist Project. This additional funding in 2022 bolstered our school year and summer programs with the focus on fostering environmental education and stewardship along with agricultural learning. In total, with these funds, we reached 348 youth. Our program data shows that this spark for young people's care and concern for the natural world, as well as interest in agriculture, will drive their focus to make a positive difference within their communities. Looking towards our 2023 school year, we have expanded this work with the Minneapolis Public School and community education programs in partnership to reach 2 new additional sites at Anderson Middle School and Justice Page Middle School. All participants have intentional pathways to our summer camp programs at a low cost or no cost. Our vision for youth is to thrive in their happiness, their success, and connection with others and the world around them. In 4-H, we strive to provide high-quality 4-H settings. In all that we do, 4-H is a place of belonging, mattering, and a place to explore their personal spark. High-quality settings foster developmental relationships with young people, relationships that express care, challenge growth, and a place to share power with adults. These components help ensure the 4-H programs provide a nourishing developmental context, a place where young people can belong and grow.
In Hennepin County 4-H, youth have the opportunity to explore and discover their personal sparks. A spark is a passion for a self-identified interest or skill or a capacity that lights a fire in a young person's life, providing energy, joy, purpose, and direction. Our clubs, events, and programs provide a variety of contexts for youth to identify and sustain their personal interests. One place we see sparks aglow is at our many showcase events. If you've had an opportunity to attend a local showcase event last year, you saw sparks in action, from arts review to county fair to our animal shows. Last year, we had 64 youth share projects they've been working on all year. At these events, 4-Hers have the opportunity to talk with a judge who is knowledgeable in that field and also reflect on their learning and growth. Of these 64 exhibitors, 39 of them went to showcase at a state level event, such as the Minnesota State Fair, State Horse Show, or the State Dog Show. And we're excited to share our upcoming 2023 showcase season. We hope you'll consider attending or even serving as a judge at one of our upcoming events, including the food show, which is on April 15th at Midtown Global Market, Arts Review on April 29th at Elysian Playhouse, and the Hennepin County Fair over Father's Day weekend in June at Corcoran Lions Park.
4-H is also a place where young people discover their sparks. Thanks to generous funding from Hennepin County Green Partners, we have provided leadership to in-school program in Hall STEM Academy in North Minneapolis, reaching 180 students in grades kindergarten through 5th grade with the Green Superheroes of Science program. This program engages students in science and engineering experiments related to environmental stewardship and sustainable polymers, centered around the theme of plastic pollution. It also utilizes a cross-age teaching model where the young leaders in 5th and 6th grade experience the activities firsthand and then teach to the younger students through their experiment. Through this program, students have identified ways to make positive choices to protect the environment, with animals and living things as a main reason why they want to reduce plastic pollution.
Another spark igniting program that we facilitated last year was the Leadership Cohort Series through the Youth Engage for Change project area called Service and Social Change. From January to March of last year, 12 youth in grades 3 through 12 engaged in activities and discussion for youth to identify and align their sparks to a local issue they care about. From there, youth engaged in the design of a local service project based on the cause they identified and dive deeper into topics of equality, equity, and justice. Youth personally identified causes from youth homelessness to climate and environmental issues to LGBTQ justice to women's rights. This cohort then led a larger program-wide service event last April.
When young people experience a sense of belonging, they learn to act and interact with others in a healthy manner. And generally, that makes for a happier life. With 4-H, youth learn that they are part of a group, that their opinions and thoughts matter, and that youth and other caring adults are there to support them. We have a few new clubs that have budded in the wake of quarantine times. The Crystal Creators is one of our club features, and they actually, the club itself has been around for a while, but they have new leadership that took it over and revamped it. So as opposed to a previous kind of multi-focus, just kind of planning with the youth as they go, this STEM Lego focus is a guided curriculum that they go through with the youth. They build something different every time they meet. Youth are learning to program on a very basic level for the younger age, but then also with the middle schoolers, they are getting a little more advanced. So it's a really cool club that a lot of folks have been interested in. They have greatly expanded membership. I think the Legos have been a huge draw. And in their first year as volunteers with 4-H too. But then we also have a couple other clubs that I wanted to mention as well. The Creekside Otters out of Bloomington have an environmental focus. They're brand new, as well as the Hawks 4-H Club out of Mound West Tonka High School. And those high schoolers are looking at agronomy. We wanted to also highlight Kami as a youth leader. Kamian took part in our Urban Ag team this last summer. He was there every day, taking part in the activities, supporting the work in the garden, making sure that everyone felt included. And he was recognized at the awards banquet that we held in fall. That's him receiving his award. He was super surprised, and it was really awesome to get to recognize him in that way. Our summer camps are also inclusive in nature, simply because we offer a variety of options for folks to be able to get their foot in the door. From offering free Ready, Set, Grow programs across all 4 sites, and offering sliding scales or pay what you can. We really want these programs to be affordable and accessible for everyone. And we want to make sure that young people know that they can take part in these opportunities. We also work with our camp counselors throughout the summer to make sure that we're all aware of what it takes to create a safe and secure environment for our peers, especially when it comes to an overnight camp. So one thing that we have as well, just to make sure that everyone feels supported and included and seen, is an all-gender cabin option. And this is of high importance, not only for the youth that we work with, but also the youth leaders as well. So we wanted to make sure that that space was there for them. We worked as a team of adults, right, together with the camp staff to make that happen, to make sure that we could offer that.
Engagement is another key component in 4-H. Youth aren't just sitting back. They're up in front, leading and creating a better program and impacting their local communities. Our local program includes a variety of ways that youth can step into leadership roles and share power through inclusion, respect, and collaboration. Within this section, we want to uplift our youth leadership cohorts. In particular, an overview from this past year. Our club officers included 40 youth who engaged at their local level in their club as an officer, whether president, vice president, secretary, game leader, icebreaker, door greeter. These young people really strive to make their club a belonging, productive place for youth to belong. We also had our county ambassador group made up of 7 young people, and this is our county level leadership group of young people who serve as not only our financial governing board over our federation, but also our programmatic decision makers and leaders, really helping us make important decisions, lead various events, and have a great presence over the many things we do at the county level. And we also, through the summer, uplifted 11 youth into a leadership role as camp counselors. These young people served in 4 different summer camp programs from June all the way to August. And I'd like to share a little more about this group as well. Of these 11 youth, they were high school age youth within their camp programs, whether archery camp in June, urban explorers in July, which were 2 different camp programs as well as our overnight camp program that took place in August. These young people spent anywhere from 4 weeks to the entire summer with us in 40 to 160 hours of leadership training, and this is beyond their actual facilitation of being in camp. We got to see these young people just really grow in their leadership skills, their confidence, their facilitation of an activity just improve overall. It was just a real joy to observe. And though all these camps were overseen by adult leaders as well, we know that these young people as peers and 4-Hers themselves are the heart and true leaders of camp, that they just really breathe life into all these programs, have great ideas that we were just able to run with and just really uplift. Very proud of these young people.
The Ready, Set, Grow programs stand out really as an all-extension partnership between master gardeners, SNAP educators, community leaders, community partners. The collaborative efforts of all of these folks made it possible for 4 sites to lead gardening and pollinators activities this last summer. Anna was a SNAP educator who I worked very close in partnership with across a couple different sites for Ready, Set, Grow as well. She took youth on a field trip to farmers markets, which was a highlight of the summer for all the Ready, Set, Grow youth who went on that field trip. And I just honestly can't say enough for all the about all the awesome people and partners who I was introduced to. And I started my position only in like early mid-May, so kind of just hit the ground running, and they were really amazing and just also supporting me and like making sure that kind of I knew what was going on, even though I had just jumped in.
In 4-H, building a sense of community and belonging helps to connect all young people in 4-H. The important relationships created in 4-H can be with other youth, volunteers, and even community members and local context experts. In 4-H, our goal is to support youth in becoming increasingly connected to the world around them locally and across Minnesota. This sense of community and connection helps young people develop their sense of commitment, pride, and willingness to contribute. And one of the programs that we really saw this happen was our Urban Agriculture Youth Leader Program as part of our Urban Ag program. And we had 9 young people serve as youth leaders. 7 of those youth leaders were paid. 2 of the youth leaders were youth leaders in training, as well at our community garden sites, the Sunflower Garden at 6th Street in North Minneapolis and our garden in Broadway. And these young people created deep connections amongst each other, but also deep connections with the community mentors, as well as the surrounding community. And this is evident in some of the past reports that we've shared, but the tremendous impact around connection and belonging.
And finally, through all these relationships and connections within our program, we would be remiss if we didn't spotlight a few of our outstanding adult volunteers and partners who are igniters and sustainers of Youth Sparks and continue to carry the capacity and drive our program forward. A few highlights from 2022 include the arrival of 26 new volunteers joining our program. We also are proud to know Bostea Jama, who is our lead partner for our Kajug sites. She was honored last fall with the Friend of Extension Award for her 10 years of partnership and service to Minnesota 4-H and Kajug, which is a nationally recognized Somali youth development organization. We also are proud to know and sad to have said goodbye to Amy Shearer, who has been our finance advocate for many, many years and closed our books for one last time, serving in total of 19 years as a 4-H volunteer. Also, Larry Sapola with the Master Gardener Volunteer Program has provided critical support of our urban agriculture initiative, teaching hydroponic lessons to young people throughout 2022. And just a few more, we're proud to be connected with Madiwe and Lydia, as well as Anna, our colleague with the Ready, Set, Grow program, especially out of Franklin Housing, who just share their green thumbs and just can-do attitudes with these young people and make for a great program. Our overnight camp program, Voyager, was led by James, Sierra, and Emily, who all miraculously were identified and hired the week before this camp due to some unexpected staff transition. And we couldn't have asked for a better, just a better team. They instantly connected, had great co-leadership skills together, and we're just really grateful for their leadership. And finally, our North High leaders, Miss Marie and Miss Candace, who oversaw the North High Green Team school year gardening program out of North High and facilitated great programming and connections with those 18 leaders. So we're really grateful to all these amazing adults who make this program happen. And overall, we're just so grateful for your partnership as stakeholders, community members, volunteers, youth, whoever you are. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. If you have any additional comments, questions, or suggestions for us, we'd be happy to hear from you. You can follow the QR code or follow this link or connect with us directly. Thanks so much.